Hello YouTube, welcome to another episode of Boys, Coins, and Currency. Today we're going to be doing something different. I'm going to start doing some series on different coins and different currency bills to give at least a basic introduction and get some details on some different eras and varieties that are known. Today we're going to be covering the Eisenhower dollar. Eisenhower dollars was a very short series of coins that was only produced from 1971 to 1978. But they did not make none in 1975 because for 75 and 76 they made the bicentennials only. But I'm not going to be getting too much details. I'm just starting to learn about these coins myself, but I can give you the most common eras that are known. And then get these all separated by year. And I'll be right back. As you see, I really don't have very many Ike dollars. But I mean, it's a good little start on what I've been collecting. I've been very fortunate with these. Except for these three in the flips. All the rest of these were strictly bank pickups, only paid face for. Now we're going to be digging into the 1971s. Which I have more, I think I have more of those than any other year. But the 1971, I mean, they've been at these like mad. Because they've roughly been at 47 million. On the Philadelphia and Denver, 68 million. But we're going to be looking for a few different variety errors of these. We're probably going to be looking on the Denver with a repunched mint mark, and we're also going to be looking on the Denvers as well for the Friendly Eagle. And they have DDOs also. Now the DDOs, that's pretty much every year, because that was 71, 72, both Philly and Denver. 73, that was just San Francisco and Denver, so they didn't make no Ike dollars. In Philadelphia in 73, because that was a limited manage on those. Because 73, let's see, yep. Okay, the 73 nickel clad. Now I've only made 2 million of those, and they did make some out of silver. But we're going to start these 71s and look for these DDOs and see if we can find a Friendly Eagle. If I find one, I'll give you details on it. Okay, I just went through the 1971s. Only one Philadelphia out of the whole stack. Unfortunately, I didn't find no repunchment marks or no DDOs or DDRs on any of them. Now, I'm going to show you the ring. Well, if I can pick it up. Let's see if I get a camera adjustment here. Here we go. See if we can get this. Anyway, yes. May not be able to see it, but only on these Friendly Eagle. Well, this is the Fierce Eagle. This is a regular one. What you mainly going to be need to look for. You may not be able to see it, but there's some little lines right there above the eyes of the eagle. I did manage to find 2 friendlies. As you can see, there's no lines above the eyes on the Friendly Eagles. So those are 2 real good finds. Now on to 1972. Now for 1972, they had a double die obverse and reverse as well. But we'll be looking at mainly on America on the reverse. And they also had 3 different types for 72. But on the reverse on the 72s, all the different types, you have to be looking at this part on the reverse on the islands on Earth. But yeah, it has a real good magnification to find those. Now the Type 1 was a low relief on the islands. Type 2 was a high relief on the islands, and the Type 3 was a modified high relief. But the main one we're going to be searching for is going to be the Type 2. Because the Type 2 is the most valuable of the lot. We're also going to be looking for repunch mint marks as well. But let's see if we can roll the dice so we can find anything. Well, so far so good. We got a Philadelphia on the 72s. I did check for repunch mint marks, but had the double dice. I couldn't find nothing on those. But I pulled it off. We got all three types. So we just really can't see, but you got to have some real good magnification. But I suggest a good place to look for these variety errors is VarietyVista.com, because they not only have different variety errors on the $8, but every other coin, pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters, and halves as well. But it's the Type 1. I did manage to get a hold of one Type 2. The Type 2 with a high relief on the islands. And Type 3s. But the majority of them were Type 1s. But set these aside real quick. I had to go to a coin show here a couple years ago to break down the purchase. Some 1973s. We got a 73 Denver. And I do have the 73 proof as well from San Francisco. Now, 73 proof, they did have a DDO on it, which I don't see it at all. But yeah, these 73s are the hardest to find out of the whole collection. Now, the rest of them are fairly easy to find. Now, I had a small handful of 74s. But the main thing I'll be looking on the 74 is going to be the repunch mint mark on Denver. This deck's so small, we can go ahead and go through these real quick. Let's check this first one. I don't believe this. We got RPM on a 74. Yes, we got one. Great. So we're running some real good luck so far. Only a small handful of coins out in this small collection. Let me grab my loop and see if I can go through these real quick. I'm afraid I don't see any others. Got one more to look through. Nope. Wait a minute. Think we got a second one now. Not pretty. But from what I can see, yeah, this definitely looks like a repunch mint mark with these. So I got 2 of them. So, no Phillies, so I'm going to have to look for those. See, I'll get at least one of those, so I will at least get a full set of Business Strike. Here my little bicentennials. This one in the plastic sleeve. This is a 73S silver. This one was actually a bank pickup I did last year. So I walked in the bank one day and they said they actually had 66 of these. Now I thumbed through and I found this little guy, so I was real thrilled when I found this one. But the bicentennial has a different design on the reverse. Instead of having the Apollo patch on the back with the eagle and the moon, they decided to put the Liberty Bell in front of the moon. Now, bicentennials. Yeah. Alright, we're going to be looking for repunch mint marks. I'll grab my red book. We're also going to be looking for different varieties as well. On states, on variety 1, the type 1 and type 2. But hopefully we can find some of these type 2s and 1s. At least we'll have one of each. I'll be right back, see if we can find any of those. I searched through all these bicentennials. I had to find no variety 1s or all variety 2s. But all these are Philadelphia. These are a few Denvers. Is this the mint mark? I did find a couple of these with the filled in mint mark on it. I don't know if it's worth anything or not, but if you do know whether that's of any value, please leave that on the comment section at the end of the video. Now, 77, 78 was not really too spectacular that I know of, unless I have to do some more research in the future on that. I'll go ahead and show you my favorite hike in my whole collection. That was 1972 S silver. So I'll have 2 silvers, but I'm eventually going to get all the proofs, all the silvers, get the full set. But with this being a short series, these are fairly easy to fill out. You may have to end up going to a coin shop to buy some of these, but you get lucky once in a while to find some at the bank as well. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Please hit the like, share, subscribe, and please leave a comment. And remember, every day's a treasure hunt.